crazy, right? You hear about something like a ski lift accident.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're thinking about like all the what ifs. Like what if I was stuck hundreds of feet in the air?
Yeah.
And today,
Okay.
at the Astún ski resort in Spain, at least 30 people were hurt. Some of them pretty bad.
And I read that they had to set up a whole emergency phone line because so many people were trying to call. Families were really worried, obviously.
Of course, wanting to know if their loved ones were okay.
Right. And, it just goes to show how quickly something like this can affect so many people.
Absolutely.
And we're still trying to figure out, what exactly happened.
Right.
But the fact that it happened at all is super concerning.
It is.
Astún is in the Pyrenees Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the border of Spain and France.
Got it. So this isn't like some small little operation.
Right.
This is a
well-known place.
Yeah, a legit resort.
Exactly.
So how could something like this happen there?
Well, like you said, we don't know for sure yet.
Right.
But we can think about all the things that could go wrong.
Okay.
With the ski lift system.
Yeah, because just thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's like giant steel cables.
Right.
Under all this tension.
Huge. Yeah.
And then you've got these gearboxes and brakes.
It's complex.
Yeah. And it's all happening up on a mountain.
In the freezing cold.
Yeah, you've got the weather to deal with, too.
Exactly.
So many things could malfunction.
Yeah. Any little thing could lead to a major problem.
And it's kind of crazy because we're seeing this whole thing play out on social media.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's this guy, Hammy Pellegrini.
Okay.
He's a director at Spotify. And he was at the resort.
Wow.
When this happened.
Yeah.
And he posted on X that he saw stretchers coming down the mountain. It's just wild to think about.
Yeah.
Like how social media gives us this instant look into these events.
Yeah, it's more than just a look, though.
What do you mean?
Well, it's changing how we understand breaking news.
Oh, okay.
We're getting information
directly
from people who were there.
Right.
Photos, videos, firsthand accounts.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a good thing.
How so?
Well, it can make people aware of what's happening right away. And it can even help with rescue efforts sometimes.
That's true.
But there's also a downside.
Okay.
Sometimes it spreads misinformation.
Oh,
or people start speculating before they know all the facts.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it can create a lot of fear and confusion.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, how are investigators supposed to figure out what caused the accident?
Exactly.
When there's all this stuff flying around online.
It's a whole new challenge for them.
Right.
And on top of that, they've got to consider so many different factors.
Like what?
Well, for example, the cables. They could be worn out or corroded.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Or the grips and pulleys could be messed up.
Okay.
And then there's the human element, too.
Yeah.
Did the operator make a mistake?
Right.
We don't know yet.
And then you said there's the external factors, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like what kind of things?
Well, the weather, for one.
Okay.
High winds can be a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Or ice buildup.
Oh, right.
And even something small, like a bird strike.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but it can cause serious damage.
Wow. So, as someone who likes to ski, I'm like, how often do these accidents actually happen?
Right.
And, are they doing anything to make things safer?
Good news is they're pretty rare.
Oh, okay.
Millions of people ride ski lifts every year.
Right.
And very few of them have serious accidents.
That's reassuring.
But of course, when they do happen, it's a big deal.
Right. Because of the risks.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are they doing to make things safer?
Well, there are strict safety regulations in place. And they're constantly working to improve technology and training.
Like what kind of things?
Well, one thing is they're using more sophisticated monitoring systems.
Oh.
So they can catch problems early on. They're also adding redundant braking systems.
What does that mean?
So basically, it's like a backup system for the brakes.
Oh, okay.
Just in case the main one fails.
That's good. Yeah.
And they're even developing automated evacuation procedures.
Wow.
So if something does go wrong, they can get people off the lift quickly and safely.
Wow. So it sounds like they're doing a lot.
Yeah, they are.
But it's still a scary thought.
For sure.
So as we wait to hear more about what caused this specific accident, it's clear that there's a lot more to think about than just what we see on the surface.
Absolutely. And it leaves us with a lot of questions.
Like what?
Well, for example, will we see even more advanced safety measures in the future?
It's possible.
And could technology like drones play a role in rescue operations?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, or even in inspections.
I could see that.
And then there's the bigger question of how do we balance the desire for thrilling experiences.
Right.
With the need for safety.
It's a tough balance.
It is. It's a complex issue with no easy answers.
Yeah, that's true.
But hopefully accidents like this one will continue to drive innovation and awareness to make skiing safer for everyone.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Me too.